Hey guys, MegamanNG here, and we are back with another Pokemon Generation 6 Wi-Fi battle. Today's battle is against Franky, aka FrankyPlays, and judging by his team, it's rather interesting to say the least. I'll post a link in the description if you guys want to check him out. Make sure you do so, and let's get started. He starts off with a Mew, I start off with my Chansey. Yeah, I always start off with Chansey, and he unfortunately sets up the rocks. I can tell this is going to be a bad sign all around. I fortunately go for the Toxic since I thought why not just Toxic Salt him to death. I don't have Protect, but I guess I have my ways around it. However, Mew's Synchronize kicks in and Chansey is also badly poisoned. Though I should just switch and have Natural Cure kick in, having me be fully healed. It's a smart play in my opinion, but unfortunately I don't do that. I'm just going to go straight for the offense. But he makes a switch and he sends in Base God, aka Shuckle. Yeah, Shuckle is known as a beast in the Defense and Special Defense Department. However, his HP is pretty pitiful. I went for a Seismic Toss and that dealt 50 damage. And I decide now to go for a Toxic just to stall it out and just to be like, you know what, I'm just going to drain you nice and dry. He instead goes for an Infestation. And my idea of switching went out the window. And because of this, my Chansey's trapped. I really mean it, my Chansey is trapped. Although I suffer from poison damage and whatnot, it's going to end up building up over time. That and the threat of Infestation is now putting me on like borrowed time. So I just meanwhile go for another Seismic Toss and that deals another 50 damage. One more should do it and then he kicks in the rest. So not only does it cure him of like bad poison and stuff like that, but it also at the same time restores his health to full. Yeah, Shuckle's health's pretty pitiful, but with at least like 2 or 3 Seismic Tosses, I should be able to do it. Unfortunately, my Chansey is gonna die soon. So for good measure, I just pull in one more Seismic Toss, and that's it. There really isn't much to do. I feel that if I would have switched, then things would have been a bit different. I would have had at least something to fight back against it. But hey, I try, and losing Chansey at this early in the game turned out to be my mistake. A very big mistake, as a matter of fact. I sit in Starmie, another UU Pokemon. He used to be OU in Gen 5, but now it's UU in Gen 6, because there are a lot of other stronger Pokemon. And he switches for a Mawile, and Mawile's Intimidate kicks in, lowering his attack by 1. I just basically set up the Rapid Spin, which doesn't do that much damage, but it blows away the rocks, so I'm relieved. However, his Mawile's Mawile kicks in, and it Mega Evolves into a Mega Mawile. Mega Mawile is really dangerous in UU. Very dangerous. I just go for a Scald, since Scald does like neutral, normal damage, and it did pretty good damage. And it went for the Play Rough, and the Play Rough took down my Starmie. To be fair, that really didn't help. Though, I had an Assault Vest planned for the Starmie, but, guess it went downhill. I switch into my Mienshao, and I go for the Fake Out, which doesn't do much damage, but it flinches, so I'm happy. I go for the Drain Punch, and the Drain Punch does pretty normal damage, and it takes down Mega Mawile too. I get a crit, and I don't know if the crit mattered or whatnot, but it did help me out greatly. Sadly, though, now here comes the Mew once again. And I decided to just go for a U-turn. Without my Starmie to do Rapid Spin, he's going to set up another layer of rocks, and that's going to put me at a serious disadvantage. The U-turn does super effective damage, and I just make a switch, and I switch into my Rotom, Frost Rotom. It goes for the Psychic, and the Psychic doesn't do much. Yeah, this Frost Rotom is defensive. I basically took the idea of like the defensive EVs for Wash Rotom and just changed it up to Frost. Yeah, with this sort of thing, you can add like all sorts of different possibilities. However, it goes with the Toxic, and that puts him in a stalling position. I, meanwhile, go for a Blizzard, and the Blizzard did some pretty good damage. However, it's recovering health due to leftovers, but it also suffers from badly poison damage, which means one more good hit, and I just pretty much take it down. Yeah, and it suffers from poison. Same thing for my Frost Rotom though, so I have to move quickly or else I'm in trouble. Yeah, Mew sets up the rocks more likely, since now that I don't have my Starmie, I'm going to be put at a disadvantage. However, I go for one more Blizzard, and the Blizzard takes down the Mew. Although, sadly, I could have just used a Volt Switch or something to just switch right away, because now I'm on borrowed time and the damage is going to accumulate over time. And now he brings back his base god, the Shuckle, and that Shuckle is going to be hell. So I go in for a third Blizzard, and the third Blizzard hits. However, due to its high special defense, it withstood it like a champ. Damn, that's a lot of damage. However, I need to throw one more Blizzard, and then I would finish it off. So I go for the Blizzard, and the Blizzard fails. He wakes up and just used rest right away. All that hard work I did earlier is now gone down the freaking drain, and that just sucks badly. It sucks because now I gotta find a way to like drain its health all over again. What to do? What to do? I need to figure something out and fast. So I had to make a switch because I know that if I have it stay out, that Rotom's gonna go down. I need it somewhat. So I send in my Mienshao, and despite suffering from Stealth Rock damage, I'm not taking any chances with it. I'm just going to go straight on pure bled offense. I just go for a Fake Out right away, and the Fake Out does flinch it, which means it doesn't do anything. Though I do get like a little boost from Shell Bow. That doesn't work. I should have not used Fake Out, because Fake Out is more or less a first strike move that I always like using. And I go for the Drain Punch, and the Drain Punch doesn't do much damage, which sucks. But I do get my health back to full, so I'm happy with that. It wakes up and decides to Toxic Stall my Mienshao. Great. So not only do I have to deal with someone that used Stealth Rocks, but I also had to contend with somebody who's going to be poison stalling me with Toxic and Infestation. It's retarded. Anyway, I just go for a U-turn. The U-turn doesn't do much, but I do get a health boost, so I'm happy with that. I need to switch into something so I can take down that Shuckle and fast. That Shuckle is already trouble as it is. So now I send a Pokemon that has never let me down, Arcanine. And although despite the fact that it suffers like 25% damage of Stealth Rocks, it'll do manage from the Infestation. Yeah, it suffers an Infestation, and it gets a crit, but I don't think that makes any difference, because the damage was just pitiful. Just 3. Either way, I decided that enough playing around, I go for the Flare Blitz, and the Flare Blitz does a load of damage, but it doesn't kill it. Yeah, because the fact is that since it's part rock, it just basically neutralized the damage. And then it pulls a Shell Smash, and I'm thinking, what? But something happens. Its defenses and special defense went up by 2, but its attack, special attack, and speed went down by 2. And that's what it hit me. This Shuckle has Contrary. And due to Contrary, it basically flip-flops. Basically, instead of getting an attack up, you get an attack down. And the same goes for your other stats. That's actually pretty interesting and pretty unique. Although I am happy I finally took it down thanks to another Flare Blitz. But I'm down to 9 HP, so I gotta make this next move count. And he sends in Amamega, the Lucario, and it just goes for the extreme speed and takes down my Arcanine. Good job, Arcanine. You did take down the Shuckle despite some trouble, so I have no regrets there. Yeah, this Lucario suffers Life Orb Recoil. And I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just going to go all out with this one. So I bring back my Mienshao and I just go right away for a Fake Out. And if this thing had, like, Steadfast, then it would raise its speed up +1 every time it flinches. However, I don't know if it... Oh, yeah, it doesn't. It has Steadfast. I don't know if it has Steadfast or whatnot, but at least he got the flinch, so I'm happy. Unfortunately, he makes a switch, which I don't know if it was a good prediction or not. He now sends in his Gliscor. Oh boy, this is not going to be fun. I went for the Drain Punch, and the Drain Punch doesn't do that much. In fact, it did kind of pitiful. But I'm happy because I at least get a small boost that got my HP up. However, the poison damage kicks in, and now I'm on borrowed time. Which makes the situation worse because now it's also badly poisoned. Yeah, this Gliscor has Poison Heal. Every Gliscor I know that would have it is more likely to be, like, delivering something that can, like, heal up and deliver damage. So I went for the U-turn because I don't want to find out if he's going to pull an Earthquake or something. And I bring back my Frost Rotom, though I brought it back for the sake of dying because I didn't know what I was thinking. It did suffer a lot too much damage, but I just needed something to die, and that's about it. And it turned out it had a Substitute, and I'm thinking, great, Substitute, this is not going to be good. And plus, due to the Poison Heal is going to have him recuperate every turn. Not a good sign. So I decided to bring back my Mienshao and just say, I'm not taking any chances with this crap. And it goes for a Protect, and this thing must be a Toxic Stalling one. It has Protect, it has Substitute, I don't even know what its other two attacks are. But now that it's like healing up little by little, I'm in a disadvantage. A very big disadvantage. But I do have to admit, this battle is actually pretty fun. And it actually also tested my situation against an opponent that, like, was a bit smarter. I went for the Drain Punch, and the Drain Punch didn't do much damage. But I do get healed up. just slightly, thanks to the Drain Punch effects and the Shell Bell, so I'm fully healed for now. However, it goes for an Earthquake, and the Earthquake didn't really do that much. Yeah, it did like about more than half, so I may be able to manage this next turn, because if not, I'm going to be screwed, and that's not going to be good. Plus, the Poison Heal is going to make him recover until he's all the way at full, so he now has an advantage. So I, meanwhile, decided to go for a Stone Edge, and the Stone Edge did a lot of damage, and it killed a substitute at the same time. Also, I also heal up thanks to Shell Bell, but very slightly. He goes for one more Earthquake, and that Earthquake pretty much takes down my Mienshao. It's done, and he gets a crit. I don't know if it mattered, but hey, he got what he got. And now, thanks to the Poison Heal, it's now fully healed up to full strength. Well, almost. So, I decided to send in my Rose Raid. This is a Focus Sash Rose Raid, and thanks to the Stealth Rocks, Focus Sash is now useless. He makes a switch, and I wonder what he's going to bring out, and he brings out, oh damn, Porygon Z. I used to remember Porygon Z and OU as being ridiculously dangerous with its high special attack. Nowadays, though, it's just UU. I went for the Sleep Powder and I put it to sleep, and I'm happy. Yay, now I don't have to deal with this thing. My guess it'll either use Hyper Beam or Tri Attack just to take me down. So I go for the Sludge Bomb, and judging by the damage, Sludge Bomb's a 2-hit KO, so nice. Not only do I have to take down a Pokemon, but I also avoid a threat altogether, so I'm pretty happy with that. I really am. Now, there isn't much left, and I'm already down to my last Pokemon, so he brings back his Lucario again, and he goes for the Crunch. And I didn't think Lucario would actually use a Crunch before. That's pretty interesting. And sadly, it wasn't enough, so I go for a Sleep Powder, it misses, and that's it. That's it, that's the whole battle in a nutshell. Thanks for the battle, Franky. It really was kind of good, and it was kind of interesting to see all your Pokemon in action. And I hope everybody enjoyed this battle as much as I did. Thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It does mean a lot to me. It really does. To me and to Franky. Don't forget to check out his channel. He also does YouTube videos like Pokemon. And today's question of the day is, do you prefer pre-ordering games or buying them day one, aka the day it comes out? Me personally, I always prefer pre-ordering games because they always guarantee me that I would get it. And when the day it comes out, I just go in, pick up the game, leave, go home and play. That's simple. I hope to hear from everyone what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time for another Wi-Fi battle. Alright, peace guys.